to keep a clean sheet. They know how to be disciplined, they know how to be aggressive, they know how to fight this Indonesian side, and it's such an exciting young team with a big bright future ahead of them. But this is a massive test. This is where they can take that next step in terms of development, seeing out the result, getting the result. We're going to have here tonight.
Rakyatku semuanya.
It may only be 20% full here at the stadium, but listen to that noise. These are some of the most fanatical supporters you will find in the region. And let's look at the starting lineup for Malaysia. They make 4 changes to the side that were convincingly beaten by Vietnam. The one to look out for, the number 2 there. Dion Cools flew in from Europe just 4 days ago. as is his first assistant, Amar Ibrahim Hassan. And there are the two skippers. Badro Bakhtiar taking the armband today from Aidil. For Indonesia, they make just the one change to the side that had that valiant point against Vietnam, the goalless draw in that one. And in comes Ramai Rumakek, the youngster drafted in for this absolutely massive game. And clearly it would appear that Shin Tae-yong is fairly happy with what he's seen. He's gone for a pretty attacking formation here, a 4-4-2, and the man who misses out is Rizky Ramadani, but they are going with a 4-4-2 today. Irianto, who normally sits in front of the back four, is moving into the middle of the park today with Ricky Kambuaya. And yes, there you go, Rizky Ridho Ramadani, who was actually one of the most impressive players in that match against Vietnam. He has to settle for a place on the bench. There's also there on the bench Elkan Baggett, who was in quarantine, wasn't he, until yesterday for a COVID-19 incident on his plane, but he would be available later on in this competition. There is still no sign of Egy Maulana, who there were varying reports about whether he would be available for this one. Some mind games playing by Shin Tae-yong earlier in the picture. Tan Cheng-ho said, let's not get the media into our heads. Let's focus on the game instead. How do you see this one playing out, Roshan? Because Malaysia have to go for it from the off.
Yeah, they do. They certainly do. This Malaysian side, they have to go for it, but at the same time, it's not going to be a situation where you want to take too many risks too early on and open yourselves up to opportunities to lose out on the counter-attack, and give Indonesia those opportunities in those counter-attacking situations, because there's plenty of pace in this side. You look at Irfan Jaya and Ramai Rumakek in those wider positions. They have got pace to burn. Witan Sulaiman just playing in just behind Ezra Walian in these phases out of possession. So it's almost like they set up in this 4-2-3-1 off the ball, and perhaps when they are in possession it'll be a 4-4-2 somewhat, with Witan Sulaiman given that license just to drop off in spaces in behind this Malaysian midfield. It's going to be so important for Badrol, who's shielding that defense, the number 8, the veteran in there, to make sure he's keeping track of the spaces that Witan Sulaiman is looking to go and try and push himself into, because he could be a player that causes lots and lots of issues for this Malaysian side if he's given space to turn in behind that Malaysian midfield.
How impressed were you with the discipline shown by Indonesia? As we come back to that in a minute, here's Ezra Walian. Because they changed things up, didn't they? And they largely kept Vietnam quiet.
Yeah, and that was really good to see. You know, I think they understood what they were up against. So there's a humility there. There was respect for what Vietnam are capable of. But you know, there wasn't any fear from Indonesia. They knew that, you know, we're not perhaps at that level yet. As the cross comes in, bit of a shaky moment early on for Junior Elstal.
Yeah, he's just back in the lineup. Remember, he started the very first game against Cambodia, hobbled off, and has been restored to the starting lineup today as that comes flashing across the goal. And this man, Pratama, remember, he was injured in this first game. And he's replaced by Edo Febriansha, but he's come back in and has been excellent.
Yeah, wonderful driving run. The 19-year-old, they've got two young players on that left-hand side. Incredible talent coming through this Indonesian squad. It's close, isn't he?
Not far. At all. It's a great start to this game. Listen to that noise. Absolutely. For the years, Malaysia, Indonesia.
And the stakes are high here, you know, just adds to the occasion. And what I love about Malaysian and Indonesian fans that have come out, and even the Vietnamese fans who have come out in support of their sides, as they've made themselves heard. You know, they've created a one and watch a game of football. They've come in to participate and be a part of the football match. So it's been incredible, and I really, really salute the fans that have come out to support their sides.
Yeah, they're here to be part of the spectacle. As they come forward here with Irfan, Indonesia out wide to Ezra Walian. They'll get a corner of Shami Safari.
I think just very quickly go back to the display that they put up against Vietnam. Very different, you know, it was more of a defensive side to Indonesia, and we're used to seeing them, as you see Ezra Walian breaking free down his right-hand side. That cross coming off Shami Safari. We were used to seeing Indonesia in the first two matches in this competition be very aggressive, very attacking, very direct, look to try and get the ball forward quickly. But against Vietnam, sitting deep, being compact and fighting all the way towards that point. Good flexibility that a young team has shown, and discipline in that game.
Yeah, I think that was something that really endeared them. Harafami's safe hands. He's been very good in those sort of situations. Well, I've said that. He completely fumbled it.
Took my eye off the ball because I was looking upfield. Well, he catches it there and then just lets it slip.
Russian, just as well he was not in front of the goal.
That's right, that's right. Fortunately for him. Well, nerves in this Malaysian defense. And the thing is, coming into this game, everyone was saying Malaysia the more experienced side and should have that experience, but doesn't seem to be the case very early on anyway.
They profit from this.
Look at this opportunity as Fakhruddin panics a little bit, just tries to make sure he gets it away out of play. Anywhere will do.
It was Ezra Walian, wasn't it, who